But let's move on to some other news. So UFC 269, it lost a fight, it gained another, and it kind of got flushed out. It is now a finished, complete product. And oh my fucking God, Mason. I can't think of a better way to end the year, bro.
It's great.
I can't wait.
I love it.
I can't wait. Let's talk about the fight that got pulled. Figueiredo versus Moreno 3 got taken off the card. Somebody probably needed a little more time. I'd guess Moreno probably asked for it, or Figueiredo himself. Who knows? But that is no longer happening. That got moved to January. But it got finalized. Yep. The UFC Lightweight Championship of the World will happen December 11th, UFC 269, I believe in Vegas. They don't have a set location yet, but my money would be on Vegas or maybe Florida. You know,
yeah,
Poirier's from Florida,
I guess. Yeah, but I mean, just to wrap up the end of the year with the last pay-per-view, UFC 269. I mean, you have Charles Oliveira versus Dustin Poirier.
Jeez.
Lightweight championship of the world. You have Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena for the bantamweight champion of the world, co-main. You have the Leon Edwards versus Jorge Masvidal.
Oh my goodness!
For 3-round welterweight fight.
My goodness! Can we stick on that for a second?
Sure.
Because I gave Leon a lot of shit when he was turning this fight down. I was his number one critic. What are you doing, my guy? You're fucking yourself over. But obviously, Leon's a huge fan of the podcast. I called him personally and I said, bruh, listen to me. I'm your new manager. And he fucking did. Thank goodness he took the fight.
You know what? I in all seriousness, I'm the biggest Leon Edwards fan. I've been pulling for this guy for so fucking long. I don't see how
I want him to succeed. I want him to succeed. I hope this doesn't come off as me just hating on the guy and not being. I love Leon Edwards. I love his fighting style. I am a fan of the guy. I just think he makes terrible decisions when it comes to this kind of stuff. And he did by saying no the first time, but somehow, some way, this fight happened. Go ahead.
I know, but we say terrible decisions, but a lot of those decisions or a lot of those situations weren't even his fault. You know, we had the big C, little V in 2020. He was supposed to fight Khamzat Chimaev. That fight fell through. He couldn't get over here for a year. And he's taken all these lower ranked guys, and then people were shitting on him for that. And it's like, what is the guy supposed to do? It's a lose for Leon Edwards. He's finally getting a big fight here with, obviously had a big fight with Nate Diaz, dominated 4.5 rounds. And then he gets clipped, still wins the fight, still wins every single round except that one. And people are like, oh, he doesn't even deserve anything. And now he's fighting Jorge Masvidal. But I am saying this, and I don't care if anyone in the fucking world disagrees. I don't care. I don't care what happens with Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington. I don't care if it's a close fight and razor thin. If Leon Edwards goes out there and he beats Jorge Masvidal and he does not get a title, the next title shot, I'm walking away from the sport for a couple weeks. But because I can't walk away from the sport. I fucking love it too much. But I will be so upset because, dude, who else deserves it more than Leon? Especially if he goes out there and beats Jorge Masvidal.
Nobody. That's what I was saying the first time. This was the fight he needed for a title shot. You guys you're fucking dumb.
I just don't think
he wouldn't get a title shot off of that victory.
I just don't think he needed it. You know, we always
he doesn't need it, but it is what it is in that situation because they're going to Tony Ferguson him.
Well, and they have
for the longest time. I mean, he's going to be on a 9-fight win streak or some shit if he fucking wins. Yes, he deserves a title shot. Yes, he should have gotten it over Colby. I agree with all of that stuff, but he's not marketable. He needed a big victory. Nate Diaz, it could have been it. I think that could have been it, but it's the way it ended, and he almost got knocked out in the 5th. That's all anybody was talking about after that fight. So I knew the second that fight was over that night, I knew they were going to make him fight one more time, and he shouldn't have. But
you know what? I got to be honest. As an MMA fan, and the 3-piece and the soda, what happened in London back in like 2018 or 19, awesome stuff. Cannot wait for the fight. I'm really glad that this fight is being made. Like, despite me thinking Leon Edwards should have got a title shot sooner, yada, 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 it is what it is. Let bygones be bygones because this fight is going to be fireworks. Do you agree?
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Just breaking this fight down, just like the stylistic matchup. Leon Edwards, I can't fucking wait. Is his boxing good enough? Is his striking good enough? I think so. I think he, without a doubt, beat Jorge Masvidal on the feet. But is that his best way to success? Probably not. Jorge Masvidal is a fucking savage on the feet. We all know this. He's got some of the best boxing in the division. Period. Did get knocked out by Usman, but, that's Usman. He's pound for pound champ right now. Yep. But Leon Edwards, he's also got the wrestling. He's got the jiu-jitsu. He's got everything. He's well-rounded. He can set up takedowns. He can do this. He can do that. He can do that. He can set up fucking big knockout shots. I got Leon Edwards in this fight all day.
Wow.
All day. I think he smokes Masvidal. I think he can take him down and dominate him. It's just, is he going to stay on the feet? Is Jorge Masvidal going to fucking knock him out? Is he going to hit him with the 3-piece and the sodas? Only time will tell.
The biggest Leon Edwards hater.
I'm not a hater.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
I'm not a hater.
Bad take on my part. But no, in all seriousness, I can't wait to break down that fight. We will talk about it when the time comes. I don't want to make a pick yet, but I think you guys all know who I'm leaning towards.
Yeah, I think
my guy. I think
like, Leon's Kamaru Usman's worst matchup in this entire division. Yeah, he's already beaten him. That's just how good Marty is. I mean, it is what it is in that situation. But Leon has evolved so much since I think, what was it, 3 or 4 years ago since that last fight was?
It's been a while.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Shout out to Ant W. If George loses the fight, he would have lost 3 in a row and is winless since November 2019. All of this after blowing up as a star. This sport is brutal. Abso-fucking-lutely.
It is the most brutal sport in the world, unquestionably. Unquestionably.
Yeah, and Jorge should not have gotten that immediate rematch. That was like threw a massive wrench in this entire division. If anybody deserved the rematch before Jorge, it was Colby, and that just fucking fucked everything all up. So I'm glad we're finally back to a little bit of normalcy here once we get over this Colby Covington matchup, which I can't wait for that either.
I can't wait for that fight either. November 6th.
Looking very, very good.
Can't wait.
Yeah, so let's move on to the rest of the card just to flesh it all out. I mean, got Kai Kara France, Cody Garbrandt. Can't wait for that. It's a fantastic 125-pound bout. Rulian Paiva versus Sugar Sean O'Malley. Sugar Sean's finally getting a ranked matchup. And then the main event of the prelims, Jeff Hands of motherfucking Steel Neal versus Santiago Ponzinibbio.
How is that a prelim main event? That is how stacked 269 is. But we're not done. We are not done. You have Pedro Munoz versus Dominic Cruz on the prelims. My guy, what is this? Is this real life? This card is stacked from top to bottom, man. I'm telling you, I cannot wait. You got Andre Muniz versus Duplessis on this. You got Macy Barber on this.
To open up the prelims,
God, this is wild.
This is a great card.
Crazy. Ryan Hall's on the card too. Early prelim against Derek Minner. That's going to be a phenomenal
Alex
fight.
Perez versus Matt Schnell for the early prelim main event. Alex Perez just came off a title shot not too long ago. Like, okay. Yeah, it's a fantastic card.
Bonkers
as well.